What do you Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And, well, we are hitting the 8-year anniversary of this channel. We hit over 8,000 subs, and it's the last day of 2022, so it's definitely time for a much-needed, long-overdue Nerdigan update and discuss where we're going to go from here if the channel and myself survive. But before I get into this, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. So, okay. So how I'm going to do this, because the last time I did an update, I believe was right before the chaos ensued, is I'm going to do, of course, the brief overview of the channel and what I do, get into the chaos of what's happened, and what we're going to do going forward. That's if, again, me and this channel survive. But, anyways, first of all, this channel is my therapy, because therapists don't work for me. I've tried. So if you're going to tell me to just go see a therapist, no, it don't work. Therapists may work for some people. They don't work for me. Period. But anyways, this channel was initially a booktubing channel, and that was because none of my friends in real life read books like I do. And I became an outsider in the booktubing community because they weren't reading the same books that I do. So I was like, you know what? I might as well just do it myself. So, or at least attempt to. So that's what I did. And actually, the authors of the books that I was covering, I became friends with, which was really cool. And we'll see that again when I start covering manga. But because prepping for booktubing videos takes so long, and it's why I don't cover light novels unless there are donations for it. Yeah, I had to change things up, especially as Proto Mario told me back then that if I wanted to expand my channel, that's what I needed to do, is to make and upload videos every day. So that's what I did, and I figured, you know what, I'm reading manga, so why not? And I tried to do a review, but that wasn't working. So I figured, because literally how I react off camera to, or literally how I react on camera to manga is how I literally do it off camera. So I was like, okay, I gotta just do a live reaction for manga and see how it goes. And I had fun doing it, and that's what I've been doing since. And yeah, mangaka have tweeted with me, which is cool, and I've become friends with some, and hell, it's gotten me a job abounding, so that's something. I'm still not sponsored though, which sucks, but it is what it is for right now. I'm working hard to I've been working hard at it to get sponsored. But something that I do need to bring up in regards to manga suggestions. If you go on my Discord, I do have, and I actually posted it on my community post as well, but in my Discord, I actually have the criteria for series requests. That is all up in there. So if you want to go up in my Discord and take a look at it, yeah, that's where you can post your series request, and I will take a look at it, and I will add it to my TBR, and I will add it to the queue. Those that donate do get first priorities. And in regards to anime, which I will get into anime in a second, yeah, anime, I'm telling you right now, if it is an anime that is in mid-season or at the end of the season, it's not getting covered. Period. Same with manga in regards to simulpubs. If the simulpubs are not up to date, it's not getting covered. Same with manhwa. It's not getting covered. But anyways, so in terms of manga, I do gotta mention this, because I've had people suggest to me that I should read mainstream series. Well, guess what? I do. Well, I cover mainstream series that before they become mainstream. like someone said Kimetsu no Yaiba, but that series has been done. Look, go if you want to see what series I cover, go to the main page, my home page, and I have a directory there that has all the playlists. I know I got to add a few more up in there. Some of the newer series I do have playlists for, but you can see all the playlists I have up in there. It's in alphabetical order, because I've covered some of the series that are now mainstream were considered obscure at the time, but I covered Kimetsu no Yaiba from chapter 50 to the end, and that was actually suggested by a subscriber when Kimetsu no Yaiba was being serialized at the time. I covered Hell's Paradise Juku Karaku from chapter 17 to the end. I've been covering Chainsaw Man since chapter 1. I've been covering Sakamoto Day since chapter 1. I've been covering Spy Family since chapter 3 when it was a Manga Plus exclusive. So, yeah, the majority of series that you are calling mainstream, I've been covering since before it became mainstream. So, yeah, I'm ahead of the trend. I mean, when I went to Crunchyroll Expo in 2018, this was before Demon Slayer came out, no one had any clue what Demon Slayer was. I was the only person that did. And hell, the Aniplex rep, he wasn't even up to date with Demon Slayer like I was. I'm just saying. Now, in terms of anime live reactions, there are exceptions in terms of review. I'm doing an anime review I did one not too long ago for Grudge of Edinburgh, Part 1. I might just do a live reaction for Part 2. I just wasn't sure if I was going to have enough time to do a live reaction for Part 1. So that's why I did a review instead. But I think I'm going to do a live reaction for Part 2. I think I will. But unless, in terms of an anime original content, if it's like Grudge of Edinburgh, where it is actually canon to the manga, I will cover it. If it is not, I will not cover it. Because anime original stuff is really hard to do for me. I can't do it. I've tried it. It's really hard. But I have to explain this because otherwise it'll drive me nuts. Because I've gotten a lot of shit from people that are like, well, Packer Girl can't separate anime and manga. Mofo, here's my philosophy on this. And I did anime live reactions for a long time. Or for at least a couple of years. But it used to be about the writing for me. And that was more important. But then, the manga renaissance happened. The modern manga renaissance happened when Murata drew the Psychos attack on the world, the worldwide attack from Psychos. And that was the beginning of the end. But to me, what a manga and anime adaptation is manga is the freaking blueprint. And what the anime studio is supposed to do is to take that blueprint, animate it, and upgrade the art from the blueprint that is manga. That doesn't mean that the anatomical art isn't accurate. That doesn't mean that the movement is stiffer than hell. That doesn't mean that it is instead of it, being grungy like it's supposed to be, that it is stiffer than hell. Or it's clean, like in the case of Chainsaw Man with Denji's, when he's in Chainsaw Man mode and the head is clean. No, you make that grungy as hell. I don't understand why this is a hard concept. And for CGI, I'm going to say this, because I've gotten a lot of shit in regards to Bleach and Chainsaw Man to an extent. If you're not going to give me Hoseki no Kuni CGI, I don't want it, because that manga anime adaptation, which is beautiful, it's everything. Studio Orange and I talked to them directly about this at their panel at what was it? It was Virtual Anime Expo. That's what it was. And hell, they even talked about it at Anime Expo. I think it was it this year or last year? It was this year. What they did for Hoseki no Kuni was that it was all CGI except for a few things where they used hand-drawn animation to get texture. And for movement, they actually used rotoscope. And unless you're giving me that, which they did on a small budget, and it was their first anime in 2017, unless you're giving me that, I do not want it. Especially when you are a studio that, like Studio Period, that has a high budget for Bleach. There's no excuse for this. None. And then I read the fuckery that happened with Dragon Ball Superhero, which I covered, and it's like, you're using that low of a frame rate? Are you freaking serious? There's no excuse for this. Especially when you're telling me that it would have been cheaper to use hand-drawn animation than the CGI. It's like, no, there's no excuse for this. None. None. In regards to Chainsaw Man, you could have done what March Comes In Like a Lion did with their trippy-ass art and animation, and it would have looked amazing. That's what I wanted from for Chainsaw Man's anime adaptation. Is I wanted the avant-garde art that I saw in March Comes In Like a Lion. Same goes for Hell's Paradise Shigakuraku. Give me that, and I would have been stoked. But I didn't get that. If you like it, that's on you. That art animation should have been in Vinland Saga. Shouldn't have been in Chainsaw Man. At least in my opinion. But anyways, let me get back to the task at hand here. So, because now we can get into the chaos. So after my last update, and that was when I moved back in with Brian, a week later, I fractured my wrist and my ulna. And then I went to Crunchyroll Expo, which was 2019, which I think is because I was in the focus group that everything was so much better. And then after that, well, a week later, Brian died, my significant other of 12 years, which, by the way, mofos were saying I was mooching. Mofo, you don't know shit. I'm going to set the record straight on this. All he did was pay rent. I did a lot more than you fuckers think that I did. I helped him with his business, with his nonprofit. I actually networked the fuck out of his business. I networked for him. I did so much. I got him contracts with Sega and Natsume, and I think I got another one. I can't remember off the top of my. I think I got one for Ubisoft with him as well. And that was when I went to E3. In 2017 or 2018. It's one of those years. And then I had to deal with Amazon a lot for him. I helped him get packages out all the time. I did so much in regards to that. I paid bills. I did the grocery shopping. I did everything that wasn't paying rent. So if you're gonna tell me I'm a mooch, you should get the facts straight before you say anything. Second of all, after this happened, I lost where I was living for on and off for 10 years. Our cat was taken away. Annie was given away. Luckily it was to his family, to his friend, but I mean, that was devastating enough as it is. And I was basically on the verge of being homeless in less than 2 weeks. And I had everyone, friends, quote unquote, stabbing me in the back, left and right. The only thing I really had was my YouTube channel. And luckily a family friend that took me in until January. And then I moved to where I'm living right now. And then Corona Sama happened. But before Corona Sama happened, I got this little guy. My little Zeno Asagiri, who was the best $5 investment I've ever spent. You were the best $5 I spent on. I spent $5 on you, and you were keeping me sane. So I named him Zeno because someone asked me. I named him Zeno after the Immortal Dragon in Yona of the Dawn. And that was because at the time he was making me happy. and he's just adorable. And then his middle name, Asagiri, comes from, obviously, Gen Asagiri in Dr. Stone, because he's my favorite character, and he always makes me laugh. So, and that was actually, because I was getting Brian into anime at the time, that was Brian's, and manga, that was Brian's favorite character from Dr. Stone, was Gen. Because he said that, because I thought he was going to be more like Senku, and I asked him about it, and he's like, nah, I'm more like Gen. So, yeah, I had to include Gen in Zeno's name. Yeah, that's my little Bubba's. That's my little Bubba's. You keep me sane, you know that? but during Corona-sama lockdowns, it was good for me because I was able to, heal and all that. Obviously, recording has helped. If I didn't have this, I'd probably be dead already. You know, this and the kitty have kept me alive. And I had to fight the system. And I've been fighting the California university system for a long time and threatened them with lawsuits, but I finally got what needed to be done. I got my degree, so that's all done. Yeah. Where am I going to go from here? Well, obviously, I now have a job at Bounding I'm writing at Bounding now as a manga and anime contributor. I'd like to probably expand on, I could probably have to expand on that, and work on that. But what sucks here in regards to YouTube is how this algorithm is freaking killing me. Because I used to get over 1,000 views for One Punch Man manga in less than 24 hours. I used to get over 1,000 views for Black Clover. I used to get over 1,000 views for Hoseki no Kuni. I used to get over 1,000 or close to 1,000 views for Hunter x Hunter. But I used to get, I think, at least 500 for Rent a Girlfriend. I'm lucky to get 100 for some of them. I'm lucky to get 500 for Hoseki no Kuni. I'm One Punch Man has gone down to from 1,000 to 100. Main Abyss is another one. I used to get close to the 500 mark. I think sometimes I would get closer to 1,000 in 24 hours, but I know it was at least 500. Now I'm lucky to barely get 100. That's how bad YouTube's algorithm has screwed me. And I have bitched about it with YouTube. I'm trying to get it fixed. I am trying. Now, in regards to what happened with Discord and the comment section, I just couldn't deal with it. And also Kaguya-sama is another one where it got really screwy. But after Brian died, I just couldn't deal with everything. It didn't help that my computer at the time couldn't handle everything because it really was ass. And then of course my computer died. Yeah. And then, of course, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, my car, the alternator got stolen, and now I don't have a car either. Yeah, everything has been great for me in my 30s so far, hasn't it? Kitty, your nails all screwed up. Yeah, it's been one thing. God has been testing me, in more ways than one. But I am still fighting. I am fighting my ass off. Yeah, kitties. Me, I'm fighting with you, cat. No, not really. I'm just doing the best I can. I am. So what I'm gonna do from here is, I'm definitely gonna do, I'm going to get back on Oricon. I know I screwed the pooch on Oricon. I'm really sorry. It's just been so insane. I do have an interview with Kenji Sakaki, the mangaka of Tokyo Underworld, that I'm almost done with for Bounding, and I'm going to cover it here as well. She's such a sweetie. I'm working on getting an interview with Kaku. I hope Kaku will let me interview him. I want that interview so bad. Because Kaku and I have talked over the years, and Kaku has watched my content. So hopefully we'll get that. The other thing I want to do more of, and I'm going to try and get some of it done today, but if I don't, I will get it in done on the 1st, is some lore roundups for Four Nights of the Apocalypse, Eden Zero, Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest, and I think the Kengan series I'm going to try as well, because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be covered, so I'm going to try and get it done. I don't know if I'll get it done today, but I'm going to try. Is there anything else I want to mention as well? Oh, the other thing I'm going to try and get, the other thing I'm planning on getting done, now that, things are getting done in Discord, I'm going to work on fixing up the Patreon. Twitch, the thing I got to do with Twitch is because because I got involved in the protest community and I've made enemies in the protest community, and they like to stalk and channel brigade me. Yeah. I have to fix things there first, and then I can stream on Twitch again. But I could, once things calm down on this end, I will maybe start streaming games here. But the ultimate goal for me, because people have asked in regards to what I want to do in terms of my living situation, ultimately I'd love to at least get a studio. Because I really would not like to not live here forever. I'd love to be in an apartment studio, but that requires me being a little bit more financially stable. That's why I'm busting my ass off to, in terms of writing, in terms of recording. That's what I do all freaking day. I write, I record. I barely have time to read anymore. I want to read more manga. I barely have time to. Because I'm either, networking, I'm writing, I'm researching stuff for articles that I'm, covering, or uploading. It's just, or taking care of the cat. That's how insane my life is right now. But if there's anything else you guys want me to do, I really recommend, you could either put in the comment section, you could put it in I really recommend going to my Discord, where I'm extremely active right now. Or hit me up on Twitter. That's in the description box. And, we'll see. I really hope that, this year is going to be a lot better for me. I really do. I really want this year to be better. I hope I have less toxicity in my comment section, less toxicity in my Discord. I don't need this shit anymore. I don't. I'm really tired of it. I'm tired of people asking me to do OnlyFans. I'm really tired of that crap. It really is a huge insult to me, because I have been building this platform for 8 years, and you're basically telling me when you ask me that, not only have I been traumatized by a previous experience when I attempted to do something like that, but you're telling me to throw away the now 8 years of work that I put into this and focus on something else. I'm not going to throw away 8 years of hard work that I have done by myself. Minus, of course, the character art, my cover art, which I know I need to, there's a subscriber I need to contact to get the cover art changed as well. That's going to be done sooner than later. But anyways, I'm very curious what you guys think of what we're attempting to do. What do you got? In terms of showing stuff on the screen, yeah, until I get sponsored, it's not happening. I don't need any copyright strikes. Shueisha, I'm telling you right now, Shueisha, Kodansha, Katakawa, and Akita Shoten, they are the worst, and I'm not putting up with that shit. You have no idea how bad they are. They will copyright strike you so fast. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and on Discord as well. And we'll see what we can get done. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Shenanigans Inc. I love what we're doing and want to help keep myself, my kitty, and Operation Alive too. Few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, our PayPal, Patreon, purchase some mail, Amazon wishlist, which I know we got to fix that too. but I need to get financially stable first. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.